with Jamie Cooper.
Brought to you by the Coleman Dental Group.
Hey, good morning. Let's do a little bit of news this morning. Join us this morning, Rick Mould, Vice President at Athens State College, about to give me a doctorate degree down that way. For a man who's covered the Fillers Convention more times than anybody in history.
Will you print something out on your printer?
Come on, give me a fiddle or something.
Handwrite him a note next week. In the break, I'll write something out. I'll write something out for you.
Thanks for coming to the party the other night, being one of, did you pay for parking?
I wasn't told, so I was glad about it.
Oh, speaking of parking, Pete Lamb was the first person there. I said, Pete, he parks right out front. I said, you ain't handicapped. Pull over the field. I had to make him go out and move. And then poor old Zach shows up. He can't even find the spot. And he said it was too dark to walk around the neighborhood. He felt like a dog would bite him or something. Front page this morning, one lewd message. Students' parents made aware of sexting problem. Now, if I've ever sexted anyone, it was probably a mistake. But could you send me that picture back? I'd like to see what it looked like. Check it. Hey, water going to Decatur. Limestone County agrees to deal with the 17 million water plan. It's in the Decatur Daily and paper this morning, so we're going to pay a lot for water. Rick, you may know an update on that, since you seem to be in the know of just about everything.
On the water?
Yeah.
No,
He's waiting
I
for
saw
you to
that they
tell us.
approved it. That's about all I know about it.
Oh, let me speak a little football right quick. Congratulations, Coach Clinton Legg up at Ardmore. Clinton with us every Thursday. They won last night, beat Butler. Did a beat down on them too, Eddie. Did you keep up with that? 27-12 last night over Milton Frank Stadium. Pretty impressive right there. Speaking of football, did you go to Decatur or Austin?
We were zoned for Austin.
Austin.
Yeah, but then we moved before I went to high school. So.
Did you buy a house for Mark?
No, my parents built their own, so.
Well, maybe they bought the property from him. Anyway, tonight's the big game over there. Both teams are 0-1. They fell that tale of two cities tonight. Decatur, Austin, Athens did a beat down on Decatur last week. All right, back to a little bit of news. Over in Lawrence County, it seems like they got a problem going on. They might be able to need an attorney over there. You know, our buddy Carolyn Atchison gave up the animal shelter thing. Well, or they took it from her. Anyway, they gave it to somebody temporarily. Well, the neighbors don't like it. It looks like a redneck cockfighting farm. The condition of the building on the property are not good, according to one of the neighbors over that way, complaining about too many animals next door.
Who wants animals around their house?
Exactly. It looked like a redneck cockfighting farm. And don't forget, this weekend you can celebrate General Joe Wheeler's birthday. You know, he was only 5'2".
Really?
Wow. I did not know that.
They said he had 16 horses shot out from under him when he was in the Civil War and the other wars that he was in. That's a short dude.
Shoot him? They shot
the horse. Shot the horse. They couldn't hit him. He was too little. You know, he was too little. Up. Schools penalized for coaches' fist fight. You know, Jeff Pugh and Coach Pugh played tonight at Cobb. You've been keeping up with that, Rick? That guy got beat up.
Yes.
Alabama High School Athletic Association has penalized two schools after their football coaches had a fight. Head coach at Walker and Jasper, assistant coaches, have been suspended for the rest of the season. Dang. They suspended the head coach at Walker and Coleman High assistant coach. One of them resigned, I think, over that way, didn't he? Now, they're also not eligible. I know Walker's not eligible this year. Did they penalize Coleman that much, too?
That I don't know. I saw the coach that Walker had resigned.
I don't think so. They gave him two different penalties, and I forget how they worded it.
Yeah.
But now Walker can't be. They're not eligible for the playoffs.
Right.
But Coleman is what you're saying.
I think that's what they said. That's what I understood on the last night when I heard that. So.
Big news. I'm sure everybody wants to hear this. George Zimmerman's wife files for divorce. And he got, what I see yesterday, he got arrested with a speeding ticket, cost him $200-something. Well, I guess if I was him, I'd be trying to get somewhere as fast as I could too, wouldn't you, Eddie?
I would. I would.
He's like he got a target on his back.
Yeah.
All right, the big game this weekend, of course, is the Notre Dame-Michigan game.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Who's favored in that?
I'm guessing Michigan is, but
At Michigan, right?
Yeah, I hadn't kept up with the spread.
Well, I hope Michigan wins.
Yeah.
What?
No, I think Notre Dame's got a chance.
The bigger game, though, is the South Carolina. Last week on the show, everybody up here picked Georgia to beat Clemson. That didn't happen. Well, this week, I'm picking South Carolina. They've beaten Georgia 3 years in a row. Who are you picking, Eddie?
I think Georgia's going to give them a run for the money.
All right.
South Carolina.
That's what I said.
I'll go with Georgia.
You agreeing with me, Rick?
That's
I
okay.
wouldn't
Now
do
we
that.
know where you're going to lose.
Just for the principal.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's your show. I'm going to agree.
Pretty good.
All right, what about Johnny Manziel? Will his attitude be a different in the
No.
game tomorrow night against Sam Houston State?
It's not going to change. He is who he is.
How bad will Alabama beat up on the spoiled brat that he is?
I think that they're going to be a little bit different team than they were last year. I think Johnny Manziel is going to have a rude awakening.
Good.
I'm going to go to another music thing here in just a second. I'm trying to get there. He going to do one by himself? Okay. Roger, you know how to do it by solo? We'll get you in just a second. Special team players make impact. They say this Collins kid is a beast on special teams.
Who is it?
A beast. Landon Collins. We stole him from Louisiana. They said everything else did pretty good. Our Cody Mandel, our punter, averaged almost 46.5 yards. Last year, he didn't qualify for stat because he didn't get to play enough. Well, he got plenty of playing time Saturday, didn't he?
Yeah.
Got a little bit, yeah. So
You think something's wrong with us?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. I mean, I think they'll get it worked out. I mean, it's first game, so trying to get got a new offensive line for the most part in there. So
And next weekend we'll be picking the A&M
I'm
game.
going to rat you out. He comes up here and he talks about we can't be beat, and then when the game gets ready to start, you're like a chicken.
And I get nervous.
I'm like, where's all that confidence, big mouth?
I don't think we
Popping
can
out
be beat.
The mouth all week.
Any team can be
Oh,
beaten.
shut up. Don't give me that.
Any
coach's-
given Saturday.
No, we can't be
Sunday.
beat.
That's a good movie, by the way.
Huh? We cannot be beat.
Next Saturday.
All right, Rick's a Notre Dame
Backhand.
fan. I got to say, Rick's most famous words to me last year when he contacted me right after we scored the first 5 touchdowns. Well, at least we won the coin toss.
That's right. We did. We won something.
I'm glad y'all got it
make it
there.
fun.
Hey, I hear Monte may be playing over the weekend.
Who's he dating
I
these
heard
days?
he's had
Yeah, who's he dating now?
I don't think he's met her yet. I don't know.
Hey, well, Roger Whitt going to do a solo for us this morning. Let's go local and loved it on a Friday morning, and we'll get things cranking in the second half hour. We'll talk with Roger about the fundraiser they got going on. Here's the legendary, the one and only Mr. Roger Whitt on Local and Loving It.